Earlier today I shot a video about healthy eating goals as we go into the holiday season, especially if things start to go back to normal. I just remember there's another healthy eating goal, and this one I probably will not have a chance to practice with by the end of this year. And this one relates to traveling. When I'm doing my intermittent fasting, or in general when I'm cutting back on eating, one of the big ways to get around my cravings is I'll tell myself that I can always have this later, right? To put a little bit of a delay, right? I call it practicing dietary distancing, right? To give yourself a few minutes to think things through and to kind of eat it in your mind before you actually put it into your mouth, right? And see if you really need it that much, right? Do I really need what I'm thinking I'm about to eat, right? And there's always tomorrow. There's always even just a few hours later. See, if you delay a meal by even an hour or 2 hours, right? It doesn't just delay that one meal, but it delays the next craving as well, right? It's kind of like if you can delay any sort of spending, right? If you're trying to get out of debt, if you can delay, if you can wear your shoes a little bit longer and delay replacing them, if you could delay replacing your clothes, especially if you're only going to be working remotely, you can probably delay a lot of those things, right? And delaying eating often doesn't, if I delay lunch, usually dinner gets delayed as well, and so on and so forth, right? So it's always helpful even if it feels like it's only half an hour or an hour. Now the problem is when I travel, there are foods that I like that I won't be able to have back home, right? So the idea of delaying them it's kind of tricky, right? I haven't really given this much thought yet because obviously I haven't been able to practice that this year, right? But hopefully we'll get a chance to actually practice it. I would hate to mess it up the very first, because I don't get to travel all that much, right? At the same time, I want to enjoy my travels. I've been really thinking hard about how to do this. Some things I've come up with is to kind of budget those calories before I go on the trip, right? Kind of like saving for a vacation, but it's saving calories, right? Before I go, right? That's one thing I thought about. The other thing I thought about is to, well, this one I definitely want to do. When I go to Taiwan or Poland, to try to avoid, or definitely avoid, eating things there that I can eat back home, right? So give up the beef, the chicken, the brown rice, the bananas, the baking chocolate. Give that up when I'm in Poland or Taiwan and focus on the fish, the ostrich meat, and then I can always come home to enjoy the stuff I can have here, right? This one I definitely want to do because it doesn't seem like a very big sacrifice. The other thing I thought about was to kind of zoom out a little bit, right? And see, when I delay food here in the United States, I tend to think, okay, I can always enjoy it tomorrow, right? Okay, let's say I'm in Poland and I'm thinking about ostrich meat, but I really shouldn't be binge eating so much when I'm in Poland. Well, I won't be able to say I can have it next week, but what I might be able to say is, maybe if I keep my body healthy, when I'm 80 or 90 years old, I could always come back to Poland, right? So maybe zoom out a little bit with the dietary distancing. Instead of it being hour by hour, day by day, week by week, now it's decade by decade, right? And I think I'll practice that as well. Anyways, have you ever had trouble with keeping your eating goals while traveling? Let me know. Thanks for watching.